we go. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome into the show. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr. Hope you all enjoyed your weekends and your weeks are off to an incredible start. Another loaded show coming your way on the program here today. We have a big Christian McCaffrey update going into 2025. He is looking ripped heading into training camp, which is less than a month away. Upton Stout's trainer put out a video of his offseason training. I got to tell you, his footwork looks clean, and I think that he is going to be an impact player right from the jump for this Niners defense. And then lastly, what is going on with second-round pick Alfred Collins? He has not signed his contract yet, and he continues to deal with this calf injury. We'll dive into that as well. Before we do that, our goal for the month of June here on the channel, pick up more subscribers than we did in the month of May. We are so close. And we have to get over the edge here with this show. In the month of May, we picked up and gained 938 new subscribers. Here in the month of June, final day of it, here on this June 30th, 917 people so far have subscribed to the program. If you want Niners videos every single day that are insightful, informative, entertaining, thought-provoking, where you have a voice, lock us in and subscribe today. It is the slowest month of the NFL calendar. Yet, we've gained well over 1 million views throughout the month of June. Join the movement, lock us in, hit that subscribe button, help me accomplish that goal. And I've seen a lot of people saying, Chase, you're making it about yourself. You're bragging. No, I'm just really proud of the work that we do here on the Niners Report, and I'm just trying to set goals for myself to keep things fresh and to keep me working towards something. And I just want to pick up more subscribers than we did in the month of May. Really appreciate the support. How about this photo of Niners running back Christian McCaffrey? This surfaced the other day as he gets ready for Niners training camp, which for veterans starts on July 22nd. For rookies, begins on July 15th in Santa Clara. And McCaffrey looks awesome. He's training clearly with Bijan Robinson, the Falcons running back, who is one of the top running backs in the game. Such a gifted player who, like CMC, can impact the offensive side of the ball, running it in between the tackles, getting out to the perimeter, and then catching the ball out of the backfield and lining up as a slot receiver. And then also pictured in this photo is McCaffrey's brother, Luke, who is a wide receiver on the Commanders. And I'm not going to say that Christian McCaffrey looks to be in the best shape of his career, because it's a famous time of the year where it's best shape of life season, but McCaffrey looks healthy, he looks motivated, he looks massive, he looks strong. And a healthy McCaffrey is huge for San Francisco going into 2025. If the Niners can get close to the Christian McCaffrey that they got in 2023, it will do wonders for this 49ers offense. He is such a special player, one of the most dynamic and one-of-one football players in the entire NFL. And I'm not sure if McCaffrey is going to be a Hall of Famer up to this point, 29 years old. I think he needs to accomplish more. But at his peak, when healthy and on the field and productive, McCaffrey, one of the most gifted players that we have ever seen at the running back position in the history of the National Football League. And I'm not asking for Christian McCaffrey to replicate what he did in 2023 when he was third in MVP voting, when he was a first-team All-Pro, and the Offensive Player of the Year. But if the Niners can get close to that type of production, they will be so much better off, so much more dangerous. And it will help them going from 6-11 last year when McCaffrey only played 4 games, Achilles tendonitis in both legs, and then had that knee injury, to being a playoff team here in 2025. That single season was so impressive. More than 2,000 all-purpose yards, almost 1,500 yards rushing on 272 carries, 5.4 yards per carry. And I know what Saquon Barkley did this past year for Philadelphia was incredible. He had more than 2,000 rushing yards. But McCaffrey, part of what makes him so dynamic is his catching ability. 67 catches for 564 yards and 7 touchdowns. He had 21 total touchdowns. Saquon last year had 14. And so while Saquon had more rushing yards, 2,000 rushing yards is ridiculous. The dual threat ability of McCaffrey is what makes him so unique and different. And so if the Niners can get that, boy, oh boy, look out. Injuries are definitely a concern for McCaffrey. In 3 of his last 5 years, he has missed 10 or more games. In 2020, played 3 games. In 2021, he played 7. Then he played 17 in 2022, 16 in 2023, but then only 4 in 2024. But everything that we've heard, McCaffrey is 100%. He's ready to go. He looks awesome. The explosiveness is back. No setbacks as far as his Achilles injuries go. And think about this too. All of the NBA Achilles injuries that we've seen of late, and then just all of the NBA Achilles injuries that we saw in this playoff run alone. Damian Lillard popped Achilles. He was dealing with a calf issue. Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, dealing with the calf issue. Tyrese Halliburton, torn Achilles, dealing with the calf issue. Christian McCaffrey, last year during training camp, at the end of 2023, calf issue. Throughout training camp, preseason, start of the year, calf issues, Achilles tendonitis. For him to escape last year without tearing that Achilles, it's almost a miracle when you think about it, especially the physicality that takes place in football. Him having to carry defenders, get hit. It's a different sport than the NBA. It's more on the body than an NBA player has to deal with. And so all of this trending in a really good direction for San Francisco going into 2025. Let's talk some Upton Stout here. A hat tip to this video put on X by Coach Yak, in addition to Ja'Cory Nichols, who is Upton Stout's offseason trainer. Look at this footwork here for Upton Stout. So clean, so quick. Here you see the sudden explosiveness. You see the short area burst. I'm so intrigued by Upton Stout as a player. I think he has a real chance to start for the 49ers in the slot as a rookie. 4.4 speed, sticky coverage, good against the run, tough as nails, has ball skills, led all DBs in the bench press at the NFL Combine. He's just a really unique guy. And the scouting report for him is so interesting. Started off at North Texas, went to Western Kentucky. 5'8", 181 at the Combine. Ran a 4.44 40-yard dash. Has a really fluid technique as a corner. Fluid body movements. Very controlled footwork in man-to-man. Enough speed to cover really any receiver out there. He reached 19.47 miles per hour during the gauntlet. That was the fastest among all DBs at the NFL Combine. And as you see here, so physical and sudden. And led all DBs in the bench press. 21 reps of 225 pounds at 181 pounds at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. He could play on kick and punt returns, so he gives this team special teams value. And he has experience playing inside and outside. And he's been a pretty consistent guy as far as pass breakups. 6 in 2022, 9 in 2023. He had 2 in 2024, but he wasn't targeted that much. Also, 10 TFLs the last 3 years for a smaller player, a knack for making plays against the run, 166 tackles the last 3 years, 21 pass breakups the last 3 years, and 6 picks. I think that he's a fascinating player because of the lack of size, but how he plays, how he carries himself with that lack of size. It really is K'Wan Williams, Diamador Lenore-esque. And I think that Robert Saleh and the Niners may have found a really good player in the 3rd round. Was he overdrafted? Maybe a little bit because of that lack of size, but man, he's so competitive. He's so fierce, and the Niners really value guys like that. As for Alfred Collins, what is going on with Alfred Collins? Training camp is going to be here before we know it. The Niners finally are in a rare position because they have no significant contract dramas to take care of, but there's an underrated issue here. And Alfred Collins is one of their most important picks from the 2025 NFL Draft. He is the only draft pick who remains unsigned to his rookie contract for San Francisco. And he's expected to have a pretty big role as a rookie for San Francisco in 2025 because they're pretty thin at defensive tackle, and he has a lot of potential. Likely to start, I would say. Very high floor as a run defender, needs to get some work in, develop and polish himself as a pass rusher, but he has so much untapped potential. He's a massive human being. This isn't just a Niners issue. It is a league-wide issue. Only 2 of the 32 second-round picks from this year's draft have signed their rookie contracts. The reason for that low number at this late point in the calendar is linked to the fact that Jaden Higgins, Carson Schweschinger, the 2 second-round picks for Houston and the Browns, have signed their contracts, and they inked fully guaranteed deals. And so the Niners have a little bit of a decision here for Alfred Collins. He sat out OTAs and minicamp, re-aggravated a calf injury. Do they want to sign him to a fully guaranteed contract? That is a concern for the Niners. It is a concern really for all teams across the NFL. Again, 2 picks in the second round have signed their contracts. But you talk about the upside for the player. Alfred Collins is 6'5", 332 pounds, a massive human being. And he was extremely durable throughout his Texas career. He played in 64 games with 28 starts. He had a 55-2 tackle to missed tackle ratio. The Niners missed so many tackles, and they were bad against the run last year. Alfred Collins can certainly help there. Has such a wide base, and so he plays so strong. At 6'5", 330 plus, he also has this ability to break up passes at the line of scrimmage. He had 7 pass breakups in 2024. Very rare. He's also agile-footed for his size. He could play multiple gaps. Blocked a field goal as a senior as well. Played in 64 of 65 games over 5 years in Austin. Needs to get better as a pass rusher. There's no doubt about that. But this is a player who, with that NFL-ready size, being good against the run, I think this scheme can help him be better against the pass. He can have a high-level impact for San Francisco here as a rookie. Needs to get healthy, needs to sign that contract, and the Niners and him have a few weeks to get that deal done. But little bit of a concern this late in the offseason that he has not signed that deal yet, but this is a league-wide issue because Jaden Higgins, Carson Schweschinger, they have signed contracts at second-round picks, fully guaranteed deals, causing other teams to hit pause and causing agents for players drafted in the second round to say, hold up, they got that, we want that as well. Another reminder, subscribe to the channel, getting so close to our goal. Let's accomplish that, and we'll keep crushing it here on the 49ers Report, and a lot of that thanks to your support.